Hey guys, welcome back for another video. It's me, What You Will. Today we are back for another video, and we are going to be starting Chapter 3 in the additional investigation of Case 38, Spring Break Massacre. So yeah guys, let's get right into this video. Look, I know I got no proof, but I swear I think my camera filmed that girl's killer. Are you telling us that you witnessed Ali's murder and did nothing to stop it? Whoa, no way. I didn't notice what I was filming when it happened. I only realized it when checking up what I had shot earlier in that day. Except now my camera's gone. Some punk stole it when my back was turned. I tried to catch up with them to get them a taste of my boxing training, but those darn flip-flops slowed me down. Just our luck. We'll have a good long talk with you later on, Kurt. You can count on that. But for now, let's go have another look at the lake and see if we can find that camera. Well, this must be Kurt's camera. Whoever stole it wanted to make sure he wouldn't use it again, and I can't blame them. Do you think you can fix it, Will? And we could have a look at that beach bag too. What do you think? So Kurt, about those images you filmed. Hey, about that, I'll get my camera back once you're done, right? I got big plans with that footage. You sincerely think we're gonna give you back a camera on which the murder of a woman is recorded? Really? You mean you're not going to give it back to me? You can't do that. I need that tape, god darn it. I can't believe I had to deal with this kind of crap. I'm a real artist, you know. This whole thing gave me the idea I've been looking for. Spring Break Piranhas. It's gonna be huge. Maybe Bruce Anderson could even play in it. Bruce Anderson? You sure don't doubt anything? Whatever, man. I know it'll be huge. Now, is there any gum in here? It won't allow me to smoke, but I can at least chew gum, right? Oh my. And as always, you restore Kurt's video camera as if it was nothing more than a kiddie puzzle. I just hope the data inside hasn't been irremediably damaged. Let's see what Alice can make of it. So what did you find in the beach bag, Will? This newspaper article is a few months old. It's about a protest against the destruction of a park. Taylor's on the picture. What a shock. She looks ready to kick butt. Hey, you're right. Next to her right there. That's her victim. I had no idea they knew each other. Had you, Will? Let's go talk to Taylor. She should still be at the station. Back at the police station. Ramirez, where is Taylor Kirby? Major Will needs to talk to her. She's right over there. She has to go to the bathroom, but then she knocked me over and ran for the exit. You were beaten by a girl, Ramirez? Hey, she's stronger than she looks. I had to ask for backup to keep her from escaping, and she spit her gum in my face. Such violence. Well, Will, what do you say? Shall we be brave and go face the woman who beat up Ramirez? I really don't have much time to talk right now, Major Will. I gotta get back to the lake to pick it. The lake will have to wait, Taylor. Look at this newspaper article Major Will found. You didn't tell us you knew Aaliyah. And I barely knew her anyway. We did a few protests together, but she was too soft. Like, she didn't even care about most of it. I think she just went to those things so that it would look good on her resume. People like that sicken me. Isn't the protest the most important thing? Who cares why she did it, as long as she took action against injustice? You seem to think we live in fairyland, Mr. Jones. Of course her reasons were important. What good can you make if you don't believe in what you're defending? No, believe me, Ali was a fake. I severed all ties with her as soon as I realized that. Later on, at the police station. Well, I'm stumped. We're still lacking evidence and I don't know where to look next. The gas station. But surely you already seen everything there was to see there. Alright, I'm not foolish enough not to trust your instinct. To the gas station, it is. Back at the gas station. Well, we are here, Will. What should we look for? Oh, come on. I know you already have an idea. The vending machine? Hey, good idea. That must be the only thing that hasn't been revealed by your expert eyes. You were spot on as always, Will. There's blood on the vending machine's dial pad. Oh, and you're right. The only keys on which there is blood are the ones you need to press to buy gum. Ooh, this is getting exciting. Quick, let's collect the sample while the blood's still fresh. Great, now we got a good blood sample from the vending machine's dial pad. Let's get the blood to Grace, Will. Alright guys, I think I know who the killer is. It's most likely her because she has a bite mark and she matches all three profiles. It could be Madison, but since she keeps coming back as a suspect, it makes me think it's not her. So, yeah, unless they pulled Joe Stern, then I don't think it's him because he doesn't have a bite mark either. Okay, yeah, it's not him. He doesn't have a bite mark or he doesn't chew gum. And he also doesn't have the other two stuff. So yeah, it is one of these two. But I think it's gonna be her. So I have a good long look at the footage in the camera. There was a lot of scantily dressed girls in it. You know. We do know, but hopefully there was something more. It sure was. It's fleeting, but I managed to pause the video on one key moment. Look, Will. A zoom in on boobs. Lovely. Oh, you're right, Will. There's something in the background. And are those piranhas jumping at them? You're right, we can see the cooler at their feet. So this has to be Aaliyah's killer. And he got bitten when they freed the piranhas. Too bad those fish didn't bite their arm off. But at least now we know we're looking for someone with a bite mark on their body. So Grace, the blood Will collected from the vending machine belongs to Aaliyah's killer, right? Right? Not exactly, or rather not entirely. Most of the blood you collected was actually piranha blood. The killer may have accidentally killed one during transportation. You said most of the blood. Please tell us the rest belonged to the killer. Yes, it did, but with the two bloods mixed up like that, trying to isolate white cells and get a good DNA sequence, it could take weeks. I know, Jones, you don't have weeks. Here's the best I could find in such a short time. Your killer has great eyes. That sounds quite impressive, actually. Thanks, Grace. You're the best. That's it, Will. You have all the pieces of evidence we need to put Aaliyah's killer behind bars. Let's go arrest that monster, Will. Let's do it. Alright. Was my guess correct? Yep. Taylor Kerber, you're under arrest for the senseless murder of Aaliyah Banks. What in the world were you thinking? No, you can't lock me up. I did it for the lake. The only time they listen is when people die. What other choice did I have? The lake. The lake is getting more polluted every day. Soon people won't be able to fish there anymore. I knew I had to do something to wake people up. So you decided to release the deadliest kind of fish there is into the lake? I thought if students got hurt, they wouldn't dare party around the lake anymore. Sure, the piranhas would harm the local fauna, but surely the authorities would catch them in time. I've seen those piranhas in the biology amphitheater before. I knew they were ferocious, the most ferocious kind there is. I went there before class when there was nobody around. I picked them up with the fish scooper and I put them in the cooler. I was so afraid they would die during the trip. But you didn't just want students to get hurt, did you? You wanted to set an example. It was all Leah's fault. She shouldn't have been she should have cared more. I used to think she was like me, but she only cared about her reputation. Once she realized doing protests wouldn't get her elected as prom queen, she stopped helping me. I called her over at the lake to test her, to see if she would rally my cause. But when I saw the way she gave, when she saw the piranhas, I knew she would only scream for help, so I did what I had to do. You knocked her out, you cut her to draw blood, and you fed her to those fish. How could you? It was the only thing I could have done, and it worked. Now the students won't be allowed to party at the lake anymore. It will be protected. I won. Miss Kirby, you stand in front of this court today to answer the brutal killing of a fellow student, a young woman with a bright future. Do you have anything to say for yourself? No, Your Honor, there's nothing to add. I know I did the right thing, the only thing I could have done. I know it in my bones. May your bones learn an error of their ways in jail then. And may you realize that defending nature does not excuse committing crimes against the human race. I will try, Your Honor, but at least now the lake is safe. That is all that matters. Tara Kirby, for the murder of Aaliyah Banks and the endangerment of dozens of students, this court hereby condemns you to 15 years in jail with no chance for parole. Court is adjourned. You know, Will, something felt strangely familiar in that trial. Do you agree? So it's not just me then, but what was it? It was like we already heard those same words before. Maybe the stress is getting to our heads. All those murders, it takes a toll on you, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, this is what, the 26th case I've done on the channel, so. Why don't we go out for a drink? Clear our heads. Are you in, Will? I'll buy the first round. Promise. Major Will, I had to say your investigation made quite a splash. Our victim may be swimming with the fishes, but at least her killer won't be able to do any more harm. And talking about fish, Major Will, I'd like you to go back to the lake. Ramirez is supervising the retrieval of those flesh-eating piranhas, and he's clearly out of his depth. The divers are hard at work, but Ramirez has been complaining about members of the public trying to interfere with the process. I would really appreciate it if you could help him out. Oh, and by the way, Jones, last time you brought the patrol car back, it was an empty gas tank and a ruined tire. Next time this happens, I'm taking the repair out of your pay. Gulps. Well, do you mind if we stop at the gas station on our way to the lake? We could have Chad fill the tank up and check out the car, please. Well, I'm glad I could catch you before you left. I have a favor to ask of you. You remember Brutus, my piranha? Well, I've been ordered to get rid of him just because he's tasted human flesh. Everybody says it's not safe to keep him around. It's just completely unfair, and I know they think I'm going to kill him, but there's no way I'll harm little Brutus. He didn't even know what he was doing. He was just hungry. No, I intend to bring him back to his rightful owner, the student in charge of the research. I know you know him, so I thought maybe you'd like to come with me. Major Will, thank goodness. Chief King has put me in charge of the piranha retrieval, and now I'm having to supervise everything. And the guys keep bringing piranhas to me because they think it's funny when I yelp. And to make matters worse, this Kurt something has been pestering me. He keeps trying to film the crime scene, even though I told him to go away. Please, Will, I'm tired. I hate piranhas, and this guy is rude with me. Can you take over, pretty please? Don't worry, Ramirez. We'll handle Kurt, won't we, Will? He's right over there. Let's go talk to him. Hey, Major Will. Good thing you're here. They won't let me film the crime scene, even though the investigation is finished. Can you help me out? Actually, we're here to tell you to scamper away, Kurt. There are no more girls in bikinis around here. So what in the devil are you trying to film with that new camera? I told you I got bigger plans now. I'm taking shots for spring break piranhas, and I noticed something strange. Right next to where the body was, but I can't get a closer look. What are you babbling about? Major Will inspected the entire crime scene. We've already found everything strange there was to be found. I'm telling you, there's a weird drawing right over there. Looks like some kind of modern art crap. You won't make me believe that's the right place for something like that. I don't believe you for a second, but Major Will is more lenient than I am. We'll go have a look at the shore. Don't move an inch from here until we're back. Hello, Mr. Fletcher. My name is Nathan Pandit, and I work with Major Will. I'm here to put Brutus back into your capable hands. Brutus? Who's Brutus? Major Will, I'm sorry, but I don't have time for... Wait a second, I know this piranha. It's one of my babies. Thank goodness for small mercies. At least I get one of them back. Now I'll be able to continue my thesis, and with what happened at the lake, I got a lot to do. Thank you for bringing him back. I didn't have much of a choice. Everybody wanted Brutus dead because of the accident at the lake, but I just couldn't. I guess it's time to say goodbye. I'll miss you, buddy. You did the right thing, and hey, you can come to see Brutus whenever you want. Actually, do you want to feed him one last time? There's some guppies in a bowl over there. Why don't you both fish them out? Oh, hello, Major Will. Can I help you? Yes, actually, it's about a police car. We need a gas refill and maybe a little revision. I think the brakes are a bit loose. Oh, right, of course. I'll take care of it. It's nice to help you without being suspected for murder. Of murder for once, Major Will. Yes, you seem to be adjusting very well to this part-time job. I hope it pays enough for your big plans. By the way, have you already asked Madison to the prom? No, I still haven't quite gotten to it. But we got really close, so I have already bought the flower corsage I'll give her for the ball. It's beautiful, just like her. I put it right there. I'm sure of it. Oh no, I lost it. What am I gonna do? That corsage cost me $40. Well, Chad, you may be the best at football, but nobody's better than Major Will to find the unfindable. Have a look at our car while we search for that corsage, okay? Do I have to help him? Well, I'll be curt, said the truth. There was a drawing on the crime scene, but it's not art. It's that tests psychologists do to see if you're crazy. This one looks like two dwarves clapping hands, don't you think? Oh, you're right. The exact name is Rorschach's test. Well, now that I can see it, it reminds me of something. Maybe we should have a closer look at it. Well done, Will. This little bowl is full of guppies. Just let me grab a little cup or something so you can take one or two fish from it. Will, I'm hungry too, but we can't steal a chocolate bar from this cart. Come on, we can. Oh, you're right, I'm sorry. Chad's corsage could have fallen into the vending machine stalls when he refilled it. Let's have a look at it. There was a message hidden in the test. What does it say, Will? Some people just need a little push to do the right thing. The right thing? You're right. It's what Taylor said about killing Aaliyah, that it was the right thing to do. But she can't have written that. I agree, Will. I can't shake the feeling that we've seen another Rorschach test before either. Well, there's a way we could check that, at least. All the pictures taken during investigation are saved in our central database. Alex could see if we photographed another one of those tests before. Perfect job, Will. It's amazing how you easily fish those guppies from Michael's bowl. Oh, don't make that face, Will. I know it's a bit sad to use such lovely guppies as piranha food, but that's the way nature goes. Personally, I can't wait to see how Michael will proceed to feed the guppies to Brutus. It's going to be very interesting. Can't believe I'm helping this bozo. Alright, Let's find this corsage that he will use for the girl that I also like. Well, my character just does nothing but just dig through trash. Uh-oh, looks like Chad's corsage didn't like being thrown in his cart. It's a pity you could only gather a bunch of flowers and pearls. It seemed very pretty. You want to repair it, Will? Not really, but because I'm a nice guy, sure. So, is Brutus happy to be back in his tank? Major Will fished a few guppies. Is it going to be enough? Should we bring more? Are we going to drop them in the fish tank? Is Brutus very hungry? Brutus is perfectly fine, don't worry. As for the guppies, I'll just release them in the fish tank and he will hunt them down. You will see, it is quite exciting. I bet it is, but I will really miss him. He seemed to enjoy being in my lab so such. He was such a great listener too. Trust me, I know how you feel. Piranhas are such endearing creatures, but you can come back here whenever you want. And I could use a hand for my thesis, with most of my dear piranhas gone. Major Will, I hope you will also come visit us. Please, have these gift vouchers as thanks. Maybe this will help you inspire to start your own aquarium. You proved me wrong once again, Will. You managed to recreate a lovely flower corsage from the mess you found in the cart. I bet it's even prettier than when Chad bought it. Let's bring it back to him. He'll be so relieved. You found my flower corsage, Will, and it looks even better than I remembered. Thank you so much. Uh-huh. That's Major Will for you. Everything they touch turns to gold. But you still have some time before prom night. Aren't you being a little early with this corsage? I know. I'm being very optimistic, but I'm sure it's gonna be okay. I mean, Madison are really getting closer, and she's being nice to me. I really think she'll say yes when I ask her to the prom. Good luck with that. I meant the flowers, Chad. They're going to rot before the homecoming ball even starts. Oh, that? Don't worry, I met some guy when I bought the corsage. He's some kind of doctor and he gave me advice so the orchids will hold into the ball. Is it that one dude from the historical center? I forgot his name. It was like Charles Parker. Yeah, Charles Parker. Bet it was him. Anyway, I'm done with your car. In case you want to take a swim, when the lake is clear from its piranhas, here are some nice swimsuits. Please take them, Will, as a thank you for the corsage. Okay. Whoa, Will, I can't believe you found a Rorschach test on a crime scene. That's so exciting. Personally, I think it shows a mask, but I bet you thought it looked like ice creams or something, didn't you, Jones? But anyway, I got even more exciting news. I searched the entire archives, and this isn't the first time such a test was left on a crime scene. I knew it, Will. I knew you were onto something. On which crime scene was there another Rorschach test, Alex? On which scenes, you mean? There were two of them. First, on the campus grounds, where that sorority pledge was killed by her own sister. The second one was in the library where you found that student hanged. Wait a second, I just got something. They're telling us there were Rorschach tests on those two crime scenes and we failed to notice them at the time? Well, that's what's so clever about it, actually. You had no reason to pay attention to such a piece of paper unless you were actively looking for it. The killer did not want you to notice them straight away, I think. So what does this mean? I mean, Will caught the killers in all of these investigations. The proof was rock solid. We know we got the right criminals. Were they accomplices? I very much doubt it. No, I think what you have here, Will, is the proof that a serial killer is on the loose in Greensboro. A serial killer who uses other people to kill. What's more? A serial killer? Oh my goodness, Will. Imagine the panic if the media gets wind of this. We must make sure Kurt doesn't talk about this drawing to anyone. Let's go. So Major Will, you spent an awful lot of time searching the place and then vanished. I bet you found something. Was the drawing I saw important? Had you missed a vital clue? Can I film it? No, you're just being ridiculous. Major Will never misses any clue. Do I need to remind you that we already put the murderer behind bars and she confessed her crime? Whatever, I'm so sure you found something. Coppers always lie in the pub. Major Will solved the case. End of topic. We've just lost hours looking for an imaginary drawing and we're not in a good mood. Too bad. We're going to let you film the piranha's rescue. Oh, I wasn't implying you didn't do your job properly, Major Will. Everyone knows you're awesome in what you do. The city owes you. Alright, cut it out. Just tell the officer in charge that Major Will has allowed you to film everything, alright? Now get out of our sight. Thanks, Major Will. I owe you one. Say, why don't you join me for a lunch break later on? I'm making a pretty awesome burger, you know. And guys, that will be the end of this video and this case. Spring Break Massacre. So yeah, guys, I'll see you guys next time for case 39. I love you all. Get out. Oh yeah, and thanks for watching.